Hey guys, how's it going? It's Philip with Trade Genius, and we just went through some crazy price action on Bitcoin. Some of you might wake up to this video and see Bitcoin way above 10,000 and wonder what the heck happened. So just because it's been pretty historic overnight with price action, I just wanted to kind of walk you through what happened and then kind of like what we're going to be facing going forward. So let's check out a chart here real quick and get into it. So if you remember in the past videos, I said something's fundamentally changed with price action since our dip back to 5,500. I said that we're not really seeing the kind of pullbacks that we used to, and then if we do see an attempt at a sustained pullback, it's getting aggressively bought. And so it's like we're seeing that on an exponentially quicker scale as far as price action. So past videos I said that we will probably typically see price run up to 10,000, and then I thought maybe we'd have a quick pullback of $1,000, maybe to 9,000, and then and I was thinking in that time, my mind, maybe 2 or 3 days, and then back challenging 10,000 and breaking through. So, but what ended up happening was 10,000 came up here. We came up to about 10,000, consolidated below it, and then Asia opened up about 8 p.m. I'm sorry, Eastern, and just started buying. This was all during the Asian, market session, and just went ballistic. And all through this, I watched price action, and there was just not a lot of supply to feed the demand. And then by the time we got up to here, where we poked up above 10,900, and it looked like we were just going to go tag 11,000, somebody came in and dumped about, I don't know, 800 or 900 Bitcoin basically at market, and that started this thrust down. So we went from 10,931 down to almost 10,000, so about almost $1,000 pullback. So that's kind of what I was looking for. I just wasn't looking for it about $1,000 higher than 10,000. Nor was I looking for a pullback to last only 30 minutes. That's what's really crazy about this, is that the buyers are just there. And here we are at 10,775. If this continues, we're getting into that part of the London session, 5 a.m. Eastern, where the buyers, that's where you typically see most of the buying happen. So we'll see if it'll challenge the highs and actually touch 11,000. Maybe by the time you see this video, we are at 11,000. I don't know. But so I just wanted to show you guys that this was just a huge amount of buying, huge amount of volume here at the top. And again, that was from a lot of just basically selling BTC at the market. And it was a big order that came down, and then there was like 2 thrusts, and then that was it. But it was only 30 minutes long, so it was pretty remarkable. So that goes back to kind of what I was saying. We're starting to get into this mode where the dips just aren't lasting very long. And I mean, at this point here, when it was going up, when we got a pullback that broke a couple of fib levels, long fib levels, I had to go back and draw one down to the last prior major low over here, and that gave us this area here, and sure enough it bounced off of that. And then 10,600 was a fib zone that the bears had to hold, and that broke in about 2 hours. That was over, and the bears were done, back to the races. So just a lot of aggressive buying right now, guys. So if there's any kind of pullback, it's very short-lived and it's quick. So if we look at the market cap, basically we've added another, over the weekend we added 50 billion, right? We said that in the other video the other day, and here we are, we've added about another 290 to 330. So we've added another 40 billion in market cap. So that, I mean, you're seeing large inflows now into the space. You're also seeing BTC dominance, right? How much of the cap does Bitcoin have? And that's at 55%. And so we can actually zoom in a little closer here on that. Right, so it's actually growing, going up, and you're starting to see these other alts go down. So again, as I said, if we're just starting to see the institutional flows come into Bitcoin, they're not really going to be looking at anything else. They're focused on Bitcoin, and as time progresses, we'll see that in Ethereum with Ethereum derivatives. So what you might end up seeing is, again, this goes back to what coins are available, lowest barrier of entry, and so places like Coinbase have Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Bitcoin, as the retail crowd sees it getting really expensive, they're probably going to look at Litecoin as the silver to Bitcoin. So all this other alt stuff is going to have a problem if Bitcoin starts going into an exponential growth phase of keeping up, and that's where we kind of keep an eye on where the ideal price entries are going to be, and when it's a time just not to be in any alts. So cover that in the room quite a bit. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, just that move there was normally would be considered a blow off top, but look at this, it's just getting consumed and bought again. So I think we've confirmed that we're just entered a different phase for Bitcoin growth, and that the market demand is starting to rise, and we don't have a lot of Bitcoins to go around, so the supply is pretty finite, and we're starting to see that in the price action. So 4-hour chart did signal an exit here at 10,595 on the 4-hour, and got you in down here on this long signal at 85.64. So that was a great swing trade, and if it continues, it might refire long on the 4-hour, but 4-hour will get you into some of these really nice moves. So if you guys want to see or get this indicator on TradingView, the free version of TradingView, it'll work on, so you don't, you can get that on our package, and I'll have the link below. And I'm still running the specials for November, so I think you'll find that if you get that $2.99 package, you'll be very satisfied with all that's included with that. Definitely make your money back in no time for sure. So anyway, guys, that's it. Just want to let you guys know Bitcoin moved about $1,000 in about 4.5 hours, and retraced a lot of it, and now has bought it all back up. So new mode for Bitcoin, keep that in mind. And so I just wanted to cover that today, just because it was so crazy. But going forward, I think basically what we're looking at now is we're gonna see if we can complete this fib target of 11,280. That's basically the next place I'm looking at for price to go. But I think we're starting to see institutional inflows, so things might get pretty crazy for a while, especially to the end of the year. That's kind of what I'm seeing now. Big swings up and down, very fast pullbacks, with pullbacks not lasting very long. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will get another video out tomorrow, and we'll see what the next 24-hour brings, and we'll cover that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.